Hello, and welcome back to another Too Slow For You review. Today we're going to be looking at this Bostitch, or Bostitch, I'm not quite sure how to say that, Twist and Sharp, which is another ratcheting sharpener. So when you look at this, it is all plastic except for the blade and screw inside. It's very much like the Sonic Rachetta, where it's got this little piece in here that determines your length on the lead, and then it's got the side open door. This one does not have a plug in the top or a cap or anything. I believe you can pick these up at Walmart fairly cheap. Again, I'll try to list the price in the description. So overall, I really like the colors. I like the clear see-through front. I think it's fun. So I'll go ahead and grab this Pen and Gear pencil, also from Walmart, and I've got it set to the dullest setting. And I'll try to get some of that reflection out of there. But you can see it does ratchet very well. I think it actually ratchets a little better than the Sonic Rachetta one, until you start getting down to the tip, and then it starts not wanting to ratchet anymore. And there we are. So that one doesn't have a little button or anything that pops out to let you know it's done. It just kind of stops spinning. So let's go ahead and zoom in and take a look at this tip. Now, this one I think is better on the stub tip than most other ones I've looked at. There's a little bit of wood grain left there, but it's actually exposed all the way around, which we don't see very often on any of the other sharpeners. There's usually covered on one side, and then it looks like this on the other. Let me go ahead and do a Ticonderoga pencil as well, since I know that's another popular one. I think I gotta stop. No, we're just caught up. Okay. So it was giving me quite a bit of resistance in there earlier from that piece that was caught up. But it didn't break the lid. I was worried I was going to break the lid, so I'm glad that didn't happen. So let's take a look at this piece. And on this piece, we can see it's fairly even all the way around on that top piece of lead. So that I like. I think that one turned out very well. Be good for some blunt stuff, shading, that kind of thing. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if we didn't lose hardly any of the pencil on the Ticonderoga. And same for the Pen and Gear. It looks like it just stopped right at the end of the lead. It didn't trim any excess off, so that's nice. I'm going to go ahead and switch the Twist and Sharp to the long point, and we'll go ahead and just sharpen these up and see what they give us. Felt like we were kind of done there. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and do the other one real quick, and then I'll compare. So on the Ticonderoga, it seems to grip here and there. But it does produce a better point on the Ticonderoga. So let's go ahead and we'll zoom in on there. The left is going to be the Ticonderoga, and the right is going to be the Pen and Gear. So as you can see on this one, it's not a perfectly round point. It's kind of triangular. but it does give you that nice needle point if you want to do some very small writing. The tiny little tip did just break off from finger pressure. I was kind of wondering about that with as thin as it was. And then on the Ticonderoga here, it didn't go to as fine of a point, but I think it's much more rounded point. I think it did better on that. And we'll go ahead and zoom back out. And we'll take a look. Now this time it looks like we did lose some of the pencil on the pen and gear. There's no stop in here to let you know when you're done sharpening, so it's more of a by feel. Looks like I did much better on the Ticonderoga. Didn't really lose anything there. Maybe just a hair, but I think we're good. And then to empty it out, I have a bin this time. So it looks like it's the same issue as the Ricetta. We're going to get stuff stuck in the back there. Give it a good shake with the door closed. And that looks like we got all of that out. So overall, I do like this sharpener. I think it does put a good point on here. I'm going to go ahead and, sorry, I'm going to break this tip off. So we've got back to the kind of blunt tip, and we'll give it a quick sharpen and see how we do. And yeah, we're back to a nice sharp point again. And basically 7 turns, I think, is what we got. There's some marks in the lead. Let me zoom in and fix the focus. Some marks in the lead that you can see there. I don't know if that's from these being really cheap pencils. I think you get 24 for $1. Or if that's from the sharpener. I think it's from being cheap pencils though, because looking at this, the Ticonderoga, you can see the blade mark right there. But other than that, there's not a lot of gouges in it like there was the other. There's a couple little marks there. So overall, I do like this sharpener. I think it's nice. Longevity, I don't know, probably get you through the school year. And then maybe buy another. I'm trying to see. I think you could probably take it apart, but you may end up breaking it in the process. I'm trying to see if it's press fit or if there's glue anywhere. I don't see any glue. It looks like it's just press fit and snap together. But I don't think I can get it apart without breaking it. Alternatively, you may be able to get the blade to ratchet to where you can unscrew it and change the blade out there through the door, which is probably what I would try to do instead of breaking it. But yeah, I do like this one. I wish it had the auto stop feature that the Ricetta did, but overall it does a nice job. It gives you a decent point on both. And I just realized I forgot to zoom out, so hopefully all of that I was looking at was on camera. But yeah, I think you could turn this with the pencil. Yeah, there we go. You could line it up so you could unscrew the blade, put a new blade in, and that way you don't have to risk breaking this trying to get it apart. But yeah, that's the Bostitch Twist and Sharp. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you next time.